Okay, at least Twitch chat's working. You know what? That's fine. Everything's broken. It's the final stream. That's fine. We're just gonna go for it, everybody. So let's just hop on into it. We gotta finish up the mega base, build some things, do some redstone. I'm not in control of the Discord pings. That's the bot. If it decides not to do it, then that's its own decision to make. But basically, tomorrow the server shuts down. So we do everything today. We get her done. We build. We mine. We craft. And we cry, because the season is over. There are no chunk loaders on Bedrock Edition. Never has been. Unless you're using commands. Yes, so the first thing that we're going to do, I think, is clean up some of these extra chests that we have around. We're going to finish up some of the decoration on these things. I think we're going to put a roof on top of some of them. And that'll be fine. And then we also have a couple other little bits and bobs that we're going to do, like these little AFK platforms going up and around. And then we got to get some good footage of, like, the base actually turning on. Because I looked at all the footage that I had, and it was kind of garbage. So we're gonna redo that. Eggs! It would go egg somebody. It's the final countdown. Indeed it is. But what have you guys been up to today? Feel like you're chatting in a YouTube stream? That's because you are. Jay, welcome in as well. Longhorn, hello. We the peeps. I didn't say hi to anybody. We got Haning in the chat, and Riker, and Kaz, and Oriented, and Wakeboard, and Animatrix, and Nintendo Emoji, and to sell. This person doesn't have a name. Oh wait, is the TikTok chat working? Oh god, no. The TikTok chat's not even working. Ah, I'm gonna have to have 3. This is why I have a combined stream thing. To give me all my chats in one, because this is just like, clearly a bad idea to try and have 3 of these things open at a time. It's just not, it's stupid. Supers, welcome in. Okay, so that's all that stuff cleaned up. We also have like a bunch of bone meal on the other side. We need to add in an Autocrafter for bone blocks. That's one of the things that we actually kind of forgot to do. We have all of this right here just kind of chilling. And then we also need to add an item filter for bone blocks as well. And then we got to build up and design the pickle farm. Quick season. The season's been going for like a year or something. It's not been a long time, but it's also not been a short time. If it makes sense to you. Okay, so we got bone meal on that one, bone meal on that one. Let's just do 2 of bone meal. I feel like that should be more than enough. More than enough. And then we got to go down there and add in the Autocrafter as well. Blake, welcome into the stream. Yeah, so I have a list of things that I want to finish up. Some of it's kind of big, like the pickle farm, but most of it's pretty small. And then I may or may not be streaming tomorrow night. That is when the server officially shuts down. Officially TM. You know, there may be a little bit of time extended on there. It depends on what exactly, you know, who decides to press the button. The big red button, basically. That says, nuke the server. So there's, you know, there's a little bit of room between things. So we don't have like an exact set time that it's gonna go down, that it's all going down, but it will be going down very shortly. We have too many bone blocks. I feel like that's a problem I could have avoided at some point. We're using something to... I'm planning on using vibrant visuals on stream when it comes out. Yeah, probably. Oh, also, yeah, big news today, everybody. Big news. We officially know when the update is releasing. The vibrant visuals and the happy gas and all that stuff. We know when it's coming out. After all these times, after all these years, after all the waiting and delays and questions and, like, what is Mojang doing? They finally announced that it is releasing on the 17th, so next Tuesday. Nobody would have guessed that Absolutely nobody would have guessed that it was coming out on a Tuesday. Shock, horror, surprise to the world. People are still in the ER, recovering from this news. There's a lawsuit in the works and everything. But yeah, basically it's a Tuesday release. So it's happening very soon. So everyone was kind of already on track for resetting on time, you know? That's basically where we're at with it. Basically everyone's kind of like foreseen that it would be around about now. The 10th or the 17th was pretty much everyone's guess up to this point. It was looking like for a minute there it might be pushed back a little bit, maybe the 24th, maybe even to the 1st. You know, there was some questions in the chat about what was going down, but it seems like they figured out their stuff, which is great. Now, Vibrant Visuals is probably still going to have a couple bugs with it because, you know, it's a brand new shader thing. Ray tracing, 12 years later, still has bugs with it. So what can you do? It's Minecraft. Just expect there to be some bugs, but it's all right. Also, Vibrant Visuals is only releasing on Bedrock Edition to begin with. It will be on Java at a later date. We don't know when. They haven't announced a release date or anything like that. And also, it's not on the original Switch. We don't know if it's coming to the Switch 2 or not. They haven't actually verified that or anything. And, you know, they haven't made a post about it or anything like that. So we'll find out once they decide to tell us, basically. Maybe once they actually make a bespoke version for the Switch 2. Because right now, I think it's just a port of, like, the regular Switch version, which has, like, always had problems. So there's that. Okay, good. We didn't put that glass back in there. More bug rock for Pickle? Yeah, for sure. Definitely going to have a bug rock on that. Definitely going to have another video on that as well. A couple videos. You know what? I just realized the concrete on this one is a block further than on that one. Asymmetry in the base. Asymmetrical. Okay, let's go ahead and start working through our list of stuff, shall we? We have things to do. Let me pull up my list. Let me find the list. Let me write the list. Let me print it out. Mail it to you. Phoenix, thank you for the biddies. Every single stream with you. Gotta be careful. Getting into a bad habit over here. Oh yeah, so I realized that we have a little bit of smoke coming out of the magenta iron farm. So that's a really big problem. I noticed that on the time lapse. Or, is there smoke coming out of this? No, I guess there isn't. Okay. Well, maybe it's just a time-lapse thing. That might just be a via proxy problem. Casper, you are encouraging bad habits. Yeah, I don't think any of these have smoke coming out of them. I feel like I should have taken more fall damage than that. Definitely no smoke coming out of these. Okay. Well, never mind then. That was easy. Knock that thing off the list. Just delete it. Complete the Autocrafters and Sorters. Yeah, we should probably go back down and finish up the thing that we started earlier. Entertainment budget's gotta go somewhere. Is this entertainment? Are you entertained? You have an original Switch. You just found out the price of the Switch 2 in Canada is $800? That's like $6 American. That's a pretty good deal. No. I buy a PlayStation instead. It's pretty ridiculously expensive, not gonna lie. It's like... And there's only one game. Like, one new game. And that is the Mario Kart. It's like, wow, we've never had a Mario Kart before, have we? Oh, hey, you know what? We're actually about to add an item filter for all these bone blocks. Ominous. So I guess we didn't need to, like, mess around with filling this thing up. We'll keep a stack of bone blocks in here. But yeah, otherwise we're going to have an item filter up there for it. Grab one of these. Four of the top 5 games in PlayStation Store are Microsoft games. Kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Microsoft has kind of bought up, like, all the studios and all the places. it's kind of interesting to see them get away with that. And also, like, PlayStation is finally putting their games on other platforms as well that aren't just PlayStation. So, like, that's kind of cool. Like, they're releasing some games on PC now, which is crazy. The world is moving on from ye old console wars of back in the day. Back in my day. Let's see. So we got to put in the filters for... Not that. Ew. Yeah, we got to put in the crafter, which is going to be going, I guess, on this one right here. That leaves us with a few extra item filters here. Technically, we do have capacity to, like, fill those up, but we ain't got time for that. Yeah, Nintendo is still in its own little walled garden because, well, welcome to Nintendo. I don't know. I might sound like a Nintendo hater. That's because I am. No. But, like, maybe if they didn't do so many weird things, then we would be fine. We would be on a better footing. They also like to sue everyone in the planet and, like, DMCA strike, like, every creator. So, you know, they're very uppity. They're very snobby. We need a little bit of bitumen blocks. A little bit of bitumen blocks. It's not gonna be behind a cloud now, right? I mean, sometimes you just need that perfect lighting to get your perfect photo, and it's just like, doesn't happen. Cloud's in the way. If you're looking for a reason to hate anything on the planet, you will find a reason. It's very easy. It's too easy. That's why a lot of people just rage farm. It's called rage bait on the internet. It's a real thing. Gotta watch out for that. Look at that. I took your comment and turned it into a learning moment. Hey, yeah, there we go. This is the way. Okay, and then we're just gonna cover this up with a bunch of redstone. I like that though. And yeah, that made some bow blocks. And some melons. Hey, look at that. Off they go. To the storage systems. So proud of them. They grow up so fast. Played the heck out of Nintendo in the 3DS days. Or not 3DS, NES. Jeez. my age is showing. Yeah, I mean, back then there wasn't like as many games to play though, right? It was, you had a lot less options. Oh, did you guys see that Xbox is actually releasing its own handheld after like all these millennia? They're finally making their own handheld. Kind of competition with the Switch, but like not really. So that's going to be partnered with Asus. Because it's a Asus ROG Ally Xbox. Xbox ROG Ally X. That's the name of it. Xbox ROG Ally X. You know how we were ranting the other day about how Xbox does not know how to name anything? They still haven't learned! And they even teamed up with Asus, and they still can't learn. I should actually play games, because like the ROG Ally plays games. We're losing iron right there? Really? That one didn't lose iron. This one's losing iron. Really? I ain't got time to fix that. Could we put some ice like right there? Would that fix it? Stick out your Atari 2600. Oh, dang! Asus doesn't know how to name things either. This is fair. It's just a match made in heaven. That's probably why they teamed up with them. They were like, yo, we're the bad guys at naming things, gang. Let's go. And of course, their group name is also horrible as well. Let's see. So I think what we need to do next is get the gate for the wool farm going. So which one of these is actually the wool farm? Let's figure that out first. Wool farm is green. It's lower green. So let's go ahead and get that figured out and located. I believe this right here is lower green. Yes, this right here is lower green. Okay, so that's going to be pretty easy because our gate is actually like right down there. So, perfect. We're just going to go kind of stair-step this down a little bit. We're on 663. The handheld would probably be called Rogbox or the X-Rog. That would be a better name. Oh, wow, I was like perfectly lined up. Look at this. Boom. PlayStation had some great handhelds back in the day. The PlayStation Portable, the PSP, the PS Vita. I never had a PS Vita, but I had the PSP. That thing was good. You could watch like little movies on it. My age is definitely showing. But for like a handheld from like the early 2000s, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then I feel like everything's just gone downhill since then. Right, so this is going to have to be like this. Or can I move the piston in by a block, actually? That would be more convenient. So basically what we're doing right here is we're making a cutter so that when this is not powered, then it's going to shut off the wool farm. And this is only going to unpower itself when... When is it going to happen? When the wool storage is completely full. That's right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when every single one of our item filters is completely full of wool, all these torches are going to turn off, which will turn on this torch, which will then go ahead and cut this line. So then that redstone will turn off, and the tracer and the farm itself will also turn off as well. So it's a little bit of a smart system. It's just a little bit of a smart system. A little bit. Your first handheld was the Sega Game Gear? Okay, so technically the first one that I like played, I didn't own one, was the Game Boy. But then there was also like the colored Game Boy as well. Like with the color screen. That was too fancy. And then the Game Shark. That's right, I know about the Game Shark. Now you're all confused about how old I am. Good. My plan is working. Then they made rechargeable ones. It was like, come on. We're living in the future out here. There was no backlight on them either. All you know is that I'm old or raised old. Gotta be at least 90. Ah, you're on to me. Dang! The Game Genie? Yeah, Game Genie. Am I actually 50? Maybe. $563 old. Yeah, that's my secret this whole time. I'm actually like an immortal Daedric mob. Okay, so what's next on the list? That's the wool farm gate done, and delete that. So now we need to add in a little bit of an auto smelter. This is really something that we should have done like last stream. We would have saved so many diamonds on glass. For real. Maybe we can go put the glass back on the shop and take our diamonds back. Yeah. I'm a mummy, obviously. Yeah, I'm the mummy. Not to, like, change topics on purpose or anything, but, like, have you guys seen The Mummy from 1999 starring Brendan Fraser? Brendan Fraser? Brendan Fraser. It's an absolute masterpiece of cinema. It's absolute cinema. If you haven't seen it, then shame on you. How dare you? I watched that movie like 1,000 times. And I don't regret a single one of those times. Now, there's also The Mummy 2 and The Mummy 3. Now, I did rewatch the whole trilogy recently, and I gotta say, the first one is the best. Obviously. The other two are, like, they're fine if you want, like, a classic hack and slash kind of, you know, action-packed adventure. But, like, the first one is the best way to go. You can't go wrong with the first Mummy. It is by far the best of the mummies. The Mummy re-mummified. Well, the second Mummy is just the first one, but he's back again. They just did a little switcheroo and it's like, hey, I'm alive again. Deal with it. So that was interesting. And then the third Mummy was like, hey, this is the first two mummies, but in China. So that's cool. Deal with it. And that's basically the plot of all the mummies. Are you my mummy? But the first one is great. Yeah, so sorry, the YouTube chat right now is not working on stream, but I am still reading it. Trying my best. Let me see if I can get it to work again, actually. No new stream found to auto-activate. Well, the stream is live. I don't care if there's not a new one. Just tell me if, just, like, show it up. What if I stop and close the source? Activate source? Hold up. Chat's disabled for the stream. Clearly not. What about that one? What about that one? What about that one? For some reason, it's like... got like 6 different things showed up for the YouTube. Here, let's see. Auto-activate. Oh, that might have fixed it. Hey, I turned it off and turned it back on again. Okay. Someone say something in the YouTube chat. Just the word something would be good enough. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. Hey, there we go. And then what about the TikTok? And my TikTok button is bringing up the YouTube chat, but that one's still broken. Okay. You know what? Listen. We're gonna remove this as a source as well, and then we're gonna add it again, because apparently that's how you gotta fix this. Let's see. Activate this source. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Hey! Look at that! Got some nerds in the chat. Is that gonna show up? It's alive! It's alive! Still not really showing up in my chat. Hold up. Hello there. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. Well, that saves me so much screen space. Just like, you guys have no idea the amount of room that 3 chats takes up. Unless you're a moderator, in which case, you probably do know how much room 3 chats take up. In which case, I'm sorry! I didn't choose this life. Well, I did, but don't tell me. Don't bring that up. Objection! This completely ruins my argument. Casper, you gotta stop spamming. We're trying to set a good example for the community here. Jeez. Okay, so yeah, I think syncing it back a block is gonna be better for my conscience. And then we need to have the 3 on top of it as well. Okay. Gold farm mechanics changed? They stopped working? No, everything is still the same. Just make sure that you have done everything exactly properly as shown. And then you'll be fine. Rethrow your tridents as well. That's probably the thing that's causing you issues, is your tridents. We need to change how we're powering those, because otherwise it was going to hard power the hoppers. And that would break the system. Now we do need to get a water stream back here as well, which is going to be fascinating. Vibrant Visuals is coming to Java, but not soon, because it's releasing on Bedrock Edition first, right? So it'll come to Java Edition maybe later this year, If I had to give a guess, I'd say like maybe December, my guys. Like I don't think they've really started on it. It seems like adding it to Java was maybe an afterthought, because it's been in the works for Bedrock Edition for literally like 2 years. Literally like 2 years. Break the system. What method do you use to transport villagers early game? Usually boats. Boats and leads. Boats and leads and boats and leads. Let's get 3 double chests up there. I feel like that's going to be the best way to go. They can't just buy some code from one of the shader mods? No, so they want it to be really well optimized, of course, because it needs to work on like every single device ever. Because like Vibrant Visuals works on phones. Phones! It's crazy. Right, so it's not just like, they can't just like buy some code. And also people just say, Mojang is lazy, they bought some code. You know what happened. They also want it to be baked into the game itself. Like hard-coded in the actual video settings. Not something that you turn on externally or have to mess around with. People don't like messing around or discovering. Such a lack of adventure nowadays. You know what? Let's just get rid of this water for now. That's not how you do that. We're gonna surround this with a couple bits of stairs because that hides the gaps through the chests and stuff, you know? Very important to hide those gaps. Really should have made this last stream. I thought this would take more time. I would have saved myself like 30 diamonds on glass. Okay, so our little output of the bamboo is actually just over here. So this is where the bamboo comes out. We could actually rearrange this, maybe flip it around or something. And then we just got to get it to here. And I think we have enough room to do that. We don't have any ice or anything, but I think we have enough room to do this. It would also be so nice if we added like an actual door in and out of the base. Oh my god, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Scaffolding redstone snafu. I'm aware of what scaffolding has redstone on it. And it ain't none of those. Ain't none of those at all. Let's see. I think we're good to go. The iron farms breaking again? No, they've never broken. Once we fixed them, they were like fine. I just had to put one bed in place, and then that was like it. It's really quite simple. So we can make them shoot forward and then like go down. Wow, look at that. It's actually at the right level. Wow, everything's coming up Millhouse. Let's go. Yeah, so just like make that fire into a stair and then be good with it. The iron farms have been working the entire season once we actually fix them. So like it's not gonna break now unless you go over there and break it yourself. You want to do that to me, would you? I guess once the season is over, you can go do whatever you want. But like, I mean, hey, you know, we'll have like a world download out. You can go break the farms then if you want. So that lever is gonna be a problem. Hopefully we can move that one up a little bit. It's gonna be a problem lever. After fixing 4 times. Yeah, well, I was confused about why exactly they were broken in the first place. So once we figured that out and got the actual fix in place, then it was fine, you know? But yeah, I just need to add that extra bed. Okay, I have no idea how to get out of this situation now. The situation that I put myself in? Yeah. There will be a download of the world probably within a few days, actually. Maybe even a week. So you guys can look forward to that. Actually checking out the base. Seeing what's up with everything. That'll be fun. Excited for that. Do you guys want me to cut out just this base and then put that up as like my own download on my own website? Because that might be a little bit easier for you guys to download than like this full server, which is probably like a gig or something on the marketplace. No, it's just going to be on the website. We are not marketplace partners. It's like impossible to get it to be a marketplace partner. I tried applying like 12 years ago and they didn't want me. And then I never tried again. They had their chance. They know what they're missing out on. They had their opportunity. How many pickup points per download? That's a great question. How many pickup points you got? Hundreds of billions? Less than that? Sadness. How come TB doesn't have a list of base coordinates with the download? Because we don't. I don't know. I don't think we even have a list of base coordinates in general, let alone one that we could include with a download. Okay, so now we need to take this to the other side. It's pretty much perfectly lined up. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's not my job to make a list of base coordinates. It's not like Derptopia and Whispercraft where we have people submit their base coordinates. People just go build wherever. I don't know. I mean, it would be good. It would definitely be good. But, like, still. I should know we should know where we base. You would think so. I lose my own base like half the time though. So it is what it is. There is a distinct lack of. Listen, we barely just got coordinates in the Nether Hub, but this is something that I do actually want to push for next season. Like, hey, let's actually document when and where stuff is. At what point in time is it? For the time travelers, you gotta keep them in mind. We have a big demographic of time travelers. Really gotta pander to them. And then also, where actually is stuff? Let's write down some coordinates. Let's write down who done built it as well, please and thank you. I would love to be able to know all these things, but my brain doesn't work all that good. So, it would be really convenient if we could write that stuff down. Thank you. Yours truly. Get it? Swell Whisperer. League is busy panicking to get their base finished? Yes. Everyone is. So, yeah. That's not new news. This is actually quite old news. How hard is it to make a perimeter in Bedrock? I got a World Eater tutorial from the Amlex peeps. You can go build that if you want to. Okay, so now technically this is supposed to go and send items back up into the system, which I think it just needs to go into. Ooh, where can we send it? This just goes into the multi-item store, so not where we want that to go. This is the trash can line. We need to send it up. Up and away. Up. We can't send it into here. Because this is the down line. We need to send it up. We might be able to send it down and over. Hold up. We can do that. Yeah, no, so I think the place to send it would be... I'm thinking about this on the spot. Place to send it would be into our dropper down there, because then it goes up to the beginning. You don't need to run another line. There's also another line right here, actually. That would also work. That might be easier. Yeah, if we could send it there, that'd be easier. Because we are trying to get this one to go up and around. I have a word ban. That just happened. Just happened. Send. Alrighty. 3 minutes of not saying the word send. Starting now. Let's send it, boys. No. Kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. One thing you're getting a migraine from is my bad jokes. Good. That shows that they're working. Wouldn't be the first time I failed a ban within the first 2 seconds. A pressure plate? That's not what I wanted. Thank you. I want to take this out to here. Also, I want to get a block right there. And then we're going to move these items and take them backwards. So we're not quite lined up with that bubble elevator, which is unfortunate. How do I even, like... The scaffolding doesn't even go anywhere. Useless. It did go somewhere. It's not even a way to get out. Here we go. Jeez. This is where we need to go. History of the World Part 1 is a great movie. Noted. I will look into that. It's a lot of good movies I've been meaning to watch. Seems like there's a never-ending list. We need to send that... Oh, dang it. I broke it. I broke it. I was 40 seconds away. We need to take these items up and send them around. Again, jeez. I thought that one would be easy. Bruh. Bruh. You done got me. Yeah, having that be a block higher would actually be really helpful. And all of the ways. Dang, I thought I'd do better on that one. See, there goes the thing. You'll get your points back for that, Animatrix. Used to work at Blockbuster for 10 years. Oof. But what about the family video? What about the red box? Right, we're gonna take this out to here, and then I think it has to go to right here. This is actually gonna be kind of complicated to get that water source in there. I believe. I believe it is the truth. So if we put... Am I out of glass? I'm out of glass? Of all the things. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, it's coming around to right here. So we're just, like, sending those items. I love this. These items are going on a nice little tour around the base, you know. No soak touch? We have soak touch on. We just refuse to use it sometimes. I keep picking up this pressure plate. I don't want you. I've thrown it away like 4 times. Yeah, also, keep in mind, I may not... It's not set in stone, but I may not be streaming over the next couple of days because Truly Bedrock is ending, of course, tomorrow. So, you know, keep that in mind. No, I was trying to place that in so quick. I think that's fine. I'm pretty sure that just goes down to another water stream. We're not going to check it. I don't want to know. Yeah, so if I can find something else to stream over the next couple of days, then I'll do it. But otherwise, I might take this time to actually make some videos. I know, crazy concept. What an idea. I'm ditching you guys. A little bit. Only a little bit? This could be a problem. Oh, never mind. I can swim. There we go. I remembered I knew how to swim. Okay, so now we're going to take these items, loop them around. They're going up there. They're going to go all the way back to the beginning stream, which goes back up to the beginning of the loop. So now we need to add in ourselves an item filter for those slabs. Because, of course, we're going to be auto-crafting, like, all the bamboo in the base into these slabs, and then we're going to be storing them as fuel. Now, technically, this fuel line should also run to those furnaces back there, but we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. You know what? We might do a farm designing live stream as well. No, actually, I don't think we have time for that. I think it's pretty much just going to be, like, a couple days of no streams. Like, literally just, like, 3 days. And then, boom, next season. Roasted. I don't know what's roasted about it, but you'll see. Is this Mega Base done? It's getting there. It's getting incredibly close to getting there. And then Season 7 will be happening very soon, everybody. I haven't played Fortnite in months, and you know this, Casper. You know this. I might build a couple Legos, though. Just saying. I might build a couple Legos. I'm currently building a very large Lego set. I have another one in the mail. I found good deals. Listen, I'm a sucker for a good deal. And I don't spend any money on myself besides bills. I deserve nice things. It's also a business expense, so don't worry about it. Let's see. I know I left a couple shulkers around here. Death Star, that's the last one that I need. I need it. I didn't misspeak. I need it. Need it in my bones. So we need to figure out how to decorate this thing right here, because, like, obviously, it's ugly. It's ugly. Oh, it's ugly. Maybe it's just some slabs. But yeah, the UCS Death Star 2. Stupidly expensive. You can't find a good deal for it. I think it's impossible. You know what? I think that'll do. Even if you want to brick link it, it's difficult to find. So if I can find a good deal for it on eBay one of these days, gotta snatch it. Found great deals for everything else so far. And I snatched them. If I have a Lego cam, they are part of my business and therefore I'll tax write-off to it. So much opportunity for doxing. So much. Saving up for the Eiffel Tower? That's a crazy build. Creeper has one of those. And it just seems absurd. Because it is absurd. It's a crazy build. Oh, did you guys... Okay, this is the most demented thing I've possibly ever seen with Lego. But somebody bought the Lego Eiffel Tower for their sister's birthday. Okay, that's not what's bad about it. And then they proceeded to wrap the gift. Also, perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. They wrapped all the individual bags of bricks. It's a little bit weird. But then they also wrapped every single individual Lego brick in the entire 10,001 piece Lego set. Every single piece was individually wrapped with a little bit of like wrapping paper and tape, and then put back in the bag. The bag was wrapped. The box was wrapped with like lovely flamingo wrapping paper. 10,001 pieces. They made a Reddit post about it. 30,000 upvotes. I could have done that. I could have gotten those upvotes. So that's something. You know, some people are just concerning. We live on the same planet as that person. I just needed you guys to be aware of that for a minute. Just need you to be aware of that. Okay, so in theory, all of our bamboo should come in here, and it should, like, go do that thing. I think Lego should send that sister, like, a brand new Eiffel Tower that's not individually wrapped, just to be like, we're so sorry. When we invented Lego, we had no idea that someone could do something so truly, awfully evil. Would I buy a Lego mob farm? I don't think I would. I feel like I need to have a line somewhere, and so far that line is everything not Star Wars. I'm not having it. We had 2 entire boxes of wood. Here we go. Can we ban salt from redemptions? I mean, maybe. 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 Let's see. How do we want to do this? So, this is the one. Okay, I think what we can do. Hear me out. Can we just do this? Yeah, this is actually like hopper speed, which is crazy. Yeah, it's a lot. And then, in theory, all these should... Yeah, they're gonna fill up this one. That's definitely more than hopper speed, though. I think that's 3 times hopper speed, actually. There's a melon! Bye, melon! Can someone donate you 70,000 points? No. No, 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 no. Some men just want to watch the world burn. The Dark Knight is such a good movie, too. I rewatched that Batman trilogy a few months ago. Good stuff. Good stuff. Can't go wrong with it. Let's maybe not do all of that in there. We'll do, like, that. Because I know a bunch of this is just going to overflow and go back into my multi-sorter otherwise. I hate to break it to you guys, but I have unlimited points. Unlimited piggos. Can't be trusted. Oh, you need to turn these into... Oh. Well. Guess we'll just clean out the inventory for a second. bamboo. Slabs. So many slabs. I think we already had a couple in there because of the item filter items that we put in there. Okay, that should about do it then. And then hopefully we got back that shulker box of items. I think we about emptied it out. Newer old pigman. I will always have a special place in my heart for the old pigman. They'll never take him away from me. But also the new pigman's pretty good too. So let's see. So that is our bamboo crafting and smelting done with. So I think we've completed the autocrafters and sorters. And now we need to get a trash can line and the base for the compostable items as well. That's very important. Mr. Withers, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. Sorry that I've slayed so many of you and your brethren. It was for a good cause. I promise. Okay. Did I do this wrong? No, okay. It just hasn't gotten through yet. 1,000 of them. Over 1,000. Don't know how many times I need to correct you guys on this, but over 1,000. Not to flex or anything, but, you know, a little bit to flex. I'm pretty sure I left my redstone box in the bowels of the base over there. Where's it at? It's not that one. Pretty sure it's over here. Oh, we found the inner chest. Yoink. And then there would be a redstone box somewhere over here. Yeah, there he is. Hi, how you doing, Box? Buddy old Boxo pal little guy. Then we're going to leave this running for a minute. Each one of those can hold, like, you know, 12 or so stacks of things. That stair's going to go into the hopper. Okay. Let's get on out of there. So the final thing to do is to figure out how we're going to handle the moss items in the base. Because those need to go into our little sorter. And I think what we can do for that is make another line. Another line! Because we need to handle all of these items right here. Mr. Wither has a vendetta now. Maybe a little bit, okay? V for Vendetta, also a great movie. I've been trying to work my way through some of the classics this year. Some of the good old-fashioned, just good movies. And you know what? They're pretty good! As it turns out. Good movies are good. Who would have thunk it? Probably gonna need some levers for this one. There's no scaffolding over here. What am I doing? Blind playing as I'm reading chat. So we have another moss line that comes in on... We've done the south moss line. We need to do the east moss line, which is... one of these. Liara, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How you guys doing tonight? Western. I don't think that's Western. I think that's Eastern. Because that's north, and the moss farm is over there. Not even reading the highlighted messages. Oh, you can do highlighted messages with the Twitch redeems. That's right. I don't think those come through on my end. A Lone Dragon, welcome in. That's the first time, chat. I didn't see a highlighted message. You want to donate 70,000 points to Kaz? Yeah, that didn't come through on my end. That's another flaw of our little system. There's no way to transfer points on Twitch, so sucks. Yeah, nothing I can do for you. No, they don't, like, highlight. I see the message, but they don't, like, they're not highlighted. So that is the lower purple, lower magenta. magenta. Lower magenta line. Where does that come through at? Where's magenta? It's gonna be... I think it's this one. I think it's this pink one right here. That's gonna be a problem. Oh no, it is this purple one. Okay, magenta. Yeah, we did swap around the colors. Okay, that's good. All the ultra flexes and omega flexes, those are done for the season. The statue building. But next season we might change it up a little bit. Or maybe we'll just like dedicate an area at the beginning of the season and then build them up as they come in instead of waiting the whole season to build them in the base somewhere. Good? Yeah. Because obviously waiting to build your entire mega base while you have a backlog of redemptions is not a good thing. A lesson learned. But yeah, it takes 100,000 points to get one of those. You can still do the sign redeems. Those are 20,000 points. Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense, because it comes in right here and then drops down right there. So, second one, that's going to be a problem. We could just do some item filters. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. It comes in right here. We might be able to rip it out of there. They come straight across. Straight across. And then we would have to, like, turn it to the side. Turn it to the side. And then, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not seeing a way to really do that. I think we need to do item filters. We do have a few item filters down here. We could repurpose some of these guys right here for the moss one. Send those items down into their own item stream. And then what? What does it mean? We're going to send those items over to this guy right here. Because we need a line right here. Oh, we need a water stream that sends items into there. Because this is going to send items to the compost tower. We already set up the output for that. Just not the input. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. It's a very Australian thing to say. I picked it up from Aussie Man Reviews. Good, great stuff. Great channel. Highly recommend. A+, S tier content. 10 out of 10. Ooh, there's like more redstone and stuff underneath those guys though. Not super convenient. We could do another water line right here. Okay, it's plausible. It is plausible. We're gonna need maybe 3 droppers. Because what is there? There is moss carpets, there's moss bushes, there is seeds, there is moss blocks. And then the bamboo doesn't matter, because we already solved the bamboo. Oh. So they back like, yeah, nah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm definitely appropriating that part of your culture. I hope you don't mind. It's good! So, we're gonna need one for that, one for that. Oh, wait, I didn't even grab the moss blocks themselves. Bruh. Hold up. Can I just pop through right here? Hey, look at that. Convenience. Moss blocks. Blocks of moss. Technically, that means that this would never fill up, but... Shh. That's not at all what I said. You're putting words in my mouth. That's not... This is defamation. It's libel. Aussie Man Reviews. That is the channel name. I don't know how you guys didn't get that, but okay. There you go. You can go watch it. It's good. It's funny. Yeah, it's just no one's listening to this live stream. You guys are just here for like the pickup points. Here for farming the pickup points. That's all you're here for. No one actually watches this stuff, right? Wait, you guys are paying attention? Hold up. Hold up. Build a premiere for an industrial district? Let's build it above an ocean. I mean, over the ocean's kind of the standard easy way to go. That's like an instant perimeter. You're not going to fall off and die or anything. Can't really go wrong with it. You're not paying attention, you're just judging the whole time? Well, that's fair. No, that's, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, yeah. You don't need to listen to someone to judge them, obviously. We know this. We've all experienced this. This is like human 101 right here. Let's see. And then bushes, and then flowery bushes, and then carpets, and then seeds. And then we're pushing this back to here. And I hope we don't, like, overflow the system, because that'd be annoying. Oh, there's a water stream right there. Okay, so that's going to leave us with one thing that is not this. Who remembers when iron farms used doors? Do not quote the ancient mechanics to me. I was there when they were written. They basically still use doors on Bedrock Edition, by the way. They just swapped the doors for beds. And, like, that was their big revolution in iron farm technology for Bedrock. It's just like, hey, instead of needing 20 doors, boom, now you need 20 beds. Wow. Look at this brand new mechanic, guys. We put like a layer of we put a slight dusting of paint on it. That means it's new. That's what that means, yeah. I still can't believe after all these years they have not given us the Java iron farm mechanics. Like, what is the holdup? What is the holdup, Mojang? Hey, at least we get more than 32 ingots an hour. Oh, yeah, that was a thing as well. Back in our days, yeah, this is right. Honey, me and you, same page right now. We get to yell about back in our days. Yeah, back in our days, 32 ingots an hour is what they produced. That's how bad it was. We have the right to complain. Nowadays, 300-400 an hour. Children nowadays don't know how good they got it. Got it so much better than us. It's not even fair. You know what? They should nerf it for an update just to see how everybody feels. Back in our days, we had to mine for our iron. You couldn't fortune the iron. There was no iron ore veins. Mining for our iron was faster than iron farms. And that's how you sound like an old person on stream. How would you rate my performance? 10 out of 10? Thanks. Appreciate it. Applause welcome. Anytime, anytime. Didn't realize I could just, like, walk right here this whole time. This is really convenient. Me and your best friends have a group nursing home picked out. You know, it's good to figure these things out ahead of time. You know, it's good to get your nursing home figured out, get the brochures, figure out which ones have the crazy old cranky nurses that'll, you know, do crazy things to you and won't take care of you. Figure out which one you can have your family sneak things into, like contraband. Really gotta have that. You know you're gonna want some contraband. You know they're not gonna want you to have that because your medication and because you got those heart problems, but you know you're gonna want it. So you gotta figure that out ahead of time. And then, you know, you gotta get your will figured out. You gotta get all those things. These are really important. Legitimately. And then, what else is there? I don't know. I'm not old enough to have to worry about this. Got to figure out. Oh, what's it called? Got to figure out your. It's not dependence. No, it's not it. The people that inherit your bank accounts. There's a word for it. You always see it when you're like setting up a bank account. It's like, this is the person that's gonna get the money when you die. This is something you want to think about right now, isn't it? Beneficiary, yeah, that's the one. See, I know smart person things. Gotta set up your Roth IRA. Gotta set up your 401k. Gotta do all these things. Gotta be responsible. Ugh. I know. How dare us. So where are these items going? What are these items doing again? I think we gotta send them down. Pretty sure we gotta send them down. Can we send them like right here actually? I think it'd be cool to have it right here. So we need to mine out as many blocks to walk in here. Ah, this one's further forward. Well, you know what? I guess we'll just go down anyway. And then we're gonna turn roughly here. I think we overshot it. By like a block. Which block is this? 816? Yeah, 816. Okay, and then we gotta go down to Y layer 41. Okay. 816, 41. 816, 41. Where are we coming from? Where are we going? 816. Hold up. We're on this block right here in 41. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Okay, perfect. All these things. It's 91 degrees in this room. My computer's on fire. Everything's going fine, guys. If the stream gets more and more deranged as we go on, just know that you won't have to put up you won't have to put up with it for much longer because season is ending. Also, I swear, I'm so bad at saying words. You would think it isn't my job, but like, you'd be wrong. Oh. Can I get up there? No. You might be in the wrong side of the Minecraft internet, Edgar. Come on back. Come on back. You've gone too far. You've gone too far down the rabbit hole. Jeez. You've reached the Java tech community. Back it up. You took a wrong turn somewhere. If you were to rename and name a tool, you have netherite tools, you just wait until you get the tools. Yeah, so you would be renaming whatever our current tool is, right? That's kind of how that works. Also, wooden tools? Who uses those? Straight to iron. Straight to diamond, even. Professionalism over here. Skulking, thank you very much for the gifted subs to the community. We got gifted subs to... Where's the names at? Pants, along with Emperor Norton, and Techno Gust, Orion Run, and Swap Medic. Much appreciated. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream tonight. It's the final stream of the season, everybody. Just wanted to throw that out there one more time. Oh, it's got to be a block lower, of course. .com is now not really the tech community. You've gone too far in. Yeah, if his stuff is like not really technical to you, then you've gone too far. .com gets up to some wild stuff. I've thought about kind of going that route and just using, like, all of the bugs on the servers. Like, all of the crazy things. But, I feel like that's a really quick way to get banned. When's next season starting? Within, like, a week, probably. Allegedly. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that here. Shh, don't tell anybody. You're boiling jars. I don't think the jars like that. You can't eat jars. They're not going to get softer the more you boil them. Well, I guess if you get them really, really boiled, then they would melt. But I don't think you want to eat boiled jars. Doesn't sound healthy. Stop it. Get some help. There is help for these situations. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that'll do it. And then technically there's this line right here. This is supposed to shut off the item filters. Isn't it? No. What does this one shut off? This one shuts off something. I should have labeled these. One of these goes and shuts off the flower farm. The 6 of them. Couldn't tell you which one that is. Technically, we're supposed to have an Autocrafter down here for some flowers and stuff. We were also supposed to have ourselves another water stream back in the system over here. I'll show you where it's at, but I don't think we're going to build it. I don't think we finished it. I think it drops down over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this right here. I like the crafting recipe for signs. I have the crafting recipe for signs in my brain. It's 6 planks and a stick. 3 on top, 1 in the middle. Jar Jar should be boiled. That's a good. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. Jars are delicious. And oil? I mean, at least saute them. Got the recipe wrong? Oh, hanging signs. That's because the recipe wasn't unlocking. No, it was bamboo hanging signs. You had to use the stripped bamboo, like, blocks. It's like, what? What kind of nonsense is this? Crafting recipe for the Autocrafter. Actually, it's 5 iron, a crafting table, a redstone, a dropper. There's like one more thing in there. Is it 2 redstone? Might be 2 redstone. So yeah, this is technically where they're falling down. All the flowers from the flower farm. They're gonna go somewhere down here. Where? I don't know. We're gonna leave a sign over there being, haha, you found my flower farm output. It's up to you to finish this quest and send them to somewhere. Yeah, that's the exact recipe. I knew it. Boom. 2 redstone. Questioning me on my Minecraft trivia. Crafting recipes. I have most of the recipes memorized. There's some silly ones out there that are like, ugh, who does this? Oh no, things are gonna fall around the corner, aren't they? Well, I have to bring that out a block. I was worried about that. Potatoes, how do you craft potatoes? Time, patience, and some fertile soil. Oh, that's because they run straight into there is why. Oh, right. I thought they ran into this one. Okay. Well, bring this out by a block. Bring that out by a block. Punch that out. Boom. Now they fall down. Right there. Punch it out another block. Boom. Now they fall down right there. Okay, this is acceptable. Look how many water streams we have in here. Oh my god. This is crazy. You know, they're gonna fall down, fall down. They're gonna fall down again. And then they're gonna fall down beyond this. Beyond this, yeah, they're gonna fall down right here. Okay, what can I do with this? Melon. Surely someone will notice the melon right here. There you go. It's a create your own adventure. Because, yeah, these flowers need to go from this output right here, which is so dumb. And they need to... You found it. Oh, congratulations. Yeah. They're going to go all the way over to... Drum roll, please. Over here into an Autocrafter. We're going to send those items into... this right here. And then up and then store it. Yeah. And then you're going to have your switch, which is... For some of these, it's one of these 3 switches right here. We built them out of different colored blocks, but I forget which colors are which. And then, that's it. Stop being lazy. No, we have other things that we need to do. We need to design a pickle farm tonight. You gowned the flower farm output. Yeah, we're leaving it. That's fine. They'll know what I meant. It's the thought that counts. Thought that counts. I knew there was a water stream right there. Everybody knew that. Yeah, that'll be fine. So, I think in theory all these should... Excuse me. We can't throw miscellaneous items into this, actually, to test it. We have to throw some compostable items in there. Promise a dirt farm this season? Yeah. That didn't quite work out. Didn't quite work out. Okay, in theory, these should work. What happens if you fill up both of them, though? Okay. But what happens if you fill up all 3 of them? That's the real questions. Now we're asking the hard-hitting questions over here. So this thing should come up over to here. Yeah! Woo! Yeah, let's go! And then those items should loop their way back around into this water stream right here. Heck yeah, boys, let's go. And then they're gonna go off to the compost tower. We can actually go catch those items before they get up there. That was smooth. Yeah, so these things should fly up over here in a minute. Oh no, right now. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Everything's working. You'd love to see it. We're all going to the first one, too. Brilliant. This thing is nice and clean. Cool. Is Adam's phasing through a lantern? Probably. Yeah, they're phasing through blocks. It's a block elevator. One of the glass elevators, yeah. Nice hit in redstone. You can hear it, but, like, you can't see it. That's what matters. Just plug your ears, obviously. Not a problem if you can't hear. Right, so what's the next thing on our list? We got ourselves the trash can line for the base compostables. Nice, love it. And now you guys want to go design some pickle farm? Is it time for a pickle? I think it might be time for a pickle farm. Bat farm. You know what? You just watch yourself. I might just post it. What are you going to do then? You're going to be obligated to build it. Imagine they actually give bats a drop, though. That'd be crazy. Pickles! Pickles! That's not how you spell it, but whatever. Alrighty, so we're going to go design this thing. Now, technically, we already have a design for a pickle farm. But, no, we're going to do even better than that. Listen, we have good things. What world is this? Who cares? Moving on. Wheat pickles and dill pickles? They're sea pickles. I think the answer is yes to your question, then. Okay, so this is our pickle farm. It's unlike a pickle farm that you've ever seen before. This is the bee farm. I'll have a tutorial for that eventually. It's just a very busy week for videos. I gotta make the truly Bedrock finale video, which I should probably have out tomorrow. It's mostly edited, and I need to finish that up tonight, though. I got some time lapses figured out for it. I also find this pickle farm. I gotta make a bee farm tutorial. Gotta make the new update, happy gas video. Gotta make a vibrant visuals video, and then here we go. One hopper minecart? That's all. Really? That's not gonna keep up. That ain't going to keep up. Yeah, so we're going to steal this design and make it a lot faster. All the faster. Did I do a tutorial for this one? Because, like... Okay, I mean, there's some hoppers at the top, I guess. Just getting filled up. How are you getting stuck right there? How? Stop it. Off switches on the back as well. That's kind of annoying. How are you getting stuck? Doesn't make any sense. Those items are getting stuck. Those items are getting stuck? Question mark. They changed water mechanics or something? What's happening with these? Look at that. They're just like going back and forth. Seems like they're definitely stuck though. Okay, they got picked up there. Jeez. Ever watch my own videos to see how to build things? Sometimes. Occasionally. So clearly the item collection for this needs to be completely overhauled, but that's really easy, actually. We're definitely not going to be using hopper minecarts, so that's never going to keep up. That's never going to keep up. There's also this design right here, which you need to wait for the water to reflow, which isn't that great. There was this design, because previously pickles would pop off in flowing water. They would grow in the flowing water, but then they would pop off immediately. So this one was like 100,000 pickles an hour before they broke it. Obviously, it doesn't do anything now. And then... yeah, so we're just going to steal this one and redo it, basically. Let's see. Pickle Rick! Pickle Rick! Funniest thing I ever saw. Let's go ahead and plop this down over here, I guess. And then you guys know how we did, like, the flower farm? Yeah, that. That, but pickles. That's the dispenser. We want ourselves a dropper on that. That way we can auto-refill this thing with some bone meal. And then we'll get ourselves hopper in there. Can just do it like that, probably. Stack it up like this. You know why it's not working, but you're not going to tell me? Is because not water sources? Probably. But also, look at that. We got pickles inside of the thing. That's just a bad solution. Just a bad solution. You know what we're going to do? We're going to completely change it up. All these things, yeah, we're changing it. Buttons. Right here. Can't do that on Java. Never mind. That doesn't work. Well. Interesting. Interesting. What's the hardest farm to design? Definitely the big tree farms. Big tree farms are such a pain. So we're going to raise these guys up, but also put them out of block. So they're going to be like this. And these also need to be sticky as well. Just absolutely covered in slime. Okay, and we're going to get some terracotta in there. So this should be way faster. We should be able to run this farm so much faster than the design that you saw over there. Imagine running redstone on solid blocks. Couldn't be me. Might need to do that on the top, actually. All this redstone's getting ripped out. Don't need any of this. This is very, very old school. I wonder when I designed this, actually. This might have been a couple years ago. So let's assume that maybe this side is going to be the on side. Because one of these sides is always going to be extended. That died immediately. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That tracks. That tracks. Hold up. Please hold. I also think I broke a block that, like, was revealing that coral to the air. So that could do it. What about the Maple Pickle Farm and then alterate? I think this one's going to end up being faster. Or should anyway, because shifting floors should be really quick. It should be about the same speed as the flower farm. Maybe even more, honestly. I think it's probably going to kill that again, isn't it? But now these guys should be able to extend and be fine. Yeah, we just need to put these in there like that. Okay. So that should be good. And then on this side, we need to do a similar thing as well. Get rid of all this. All that's bad. When was the last time you guys actually used pickles? For, like, anything actually legit? Because they used to be really valuable in Bedrock Edition purely because you had all these drowns and things that would never despawn in the ocean. So you had to go spawn-proof your entire ocean on, like, every world. But that doesn't really happen anymore. So you don't have to, like, actually light up your ocean. If you want to, then, of course, you'll probably have a bunch of pickles. But otherwise, like, there's not really an actual reason to have these. As far as I can tell anymore, anyway. Now, I think the obsidian goes on this side. And I think that's how we do it. Dye, that's true. Moved a lot of bedrock with them. That's a perfectly valid use case, actually, you know? Gotta do what you gotta do with the pickles, right? You know what? It might be this side that has the... Let's just add obsidian on both sides. Whatever. It's not gonna hurt anything. And then this has got to be solid block. Figuring out the water stream for this is actually probably going to be the biggest difficulty. And then this should actually be really, really easy from here. So we're just going to have a simple little repeater clock. Which I already have some repeaters. When your bowls of jello is completely gone, you made it yesterday. That might be a sign that you're sleepwalking. If you are losing bowls of jello, this is concerning. You might want to consult with a doctor. I'm not sure why they're not in sync. Hmm. Don't worry, you made another bowl. Okay, well there you go. Now if that one also disappears, I feel sorry for you. That's just unfortunate at that point. Imagine losing that much jello in one day. I wish you the best. I don't know if I would be brave enough to deal with that situation. Flying machines are worth it? Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of cool stuff that you can do with flying machines. Can't go wrong. They are useful for a variety of things. Mountain pumpkin farms, sugarcane, bamboo, kelp, world eaters, mining machines, water removers. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so the torch powers one side, the repeater powers another. Okay, and then there's no other torch involved. Okay, I misremembered. I made too many versions of this stupid thing to remember how to do all the redstone for them. So it's not like this. Instead, it's like that. And then this would go out and power it. So we're just going to get a janky solution for the redstone right now. And then we will... get another way to work. Maybe we have too many blocks in there. Just like that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, no, it would. We just need to have some water right here. This is just temporary anyway. We're just troubleshooting right now. It's just a concept. Why can't I place it? It literally would not... It doesn't let you place it. You have to have a gravity block supporting this? What? You have to have a gravity block to place coral? What? You have to have a support block for it? When has that ever been the case? That's got to be a bug. You need a block underneath coral? What? What we're doing right now, we're designing a pickle farm. We're going to be wrapping up the entire mega base in the stream, though. That's the idea. No, there's not enough blocks. They just need to be on this side, then? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. No, something's wrong here. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong. I don't know what it is, though. Coral's been buggy for quite a while, and nobody tells me these things. Yeah, see, now it just shifted this way. How did I build this over here? Hold up. Let's take another look at the flower farms. Because this worked perfectly when I listened. I would write it down. Okay, so the left side is powered with obsidian, and it has a block gap. Also, these water got left out. That's not a problem for me to figure out right now. And then right side is no gap, unpowered. Okay. We can do it. Unpowered, no gap. Right side is powered with a gap. And obsidian. Okay. Let's just put this on, like, vortex. See what happens. And then, I think we have to fill this in again. I don't think this would be so difficult. I could put that on a shirt, and it would always be accurate. And then somehow it breaks again. I don't understand that part. Maybe I'm turning it on wrong or something. That could be it. That could be it, actually. There is a chance that I am just dumb. This is always a possibility here. Jeez. Okay, now let's fill this in. Our coral's been completely shifted to the side now. Hey, there we go. Okay. No? Somehow broken again? It's not like getting stuck on blocks, is it? How's it, like, breaking? It was working. You guys saw it. It, like, shifted. It shifted a few blocks. And then it completely broke again. Because reasons that I don't understand. I couldn't tell you if I wanted. Maybe it's the obsidian on this side. Or, no, this is now the powered side. So this is where the obsidian would be no gap. This stuff needs to be brought back in. I'm really trying here, guys. It shouldn't be this difficult to figure out the shifting floors. There we go. No, it still broke. How does it break? It pushed out blocks on this side. Yeah, it pushed out blocks every... I guess maybe we do need that obsidian. I didn't have any issues with this, like, on the flower farm. So something's got to be wrong with my redstone. Yeah, see, it's just like, it's getting stuck over here. It's firing at, like, the wrong cadence or something. I'm not sure. Maybe we should just, like, go for a simpler pickle farm. One that I already have designed, because we don't have time. We ain't got time for this. We ain't got time. I thought this would be, like, super easy. Like, snap, snap, snap. Done. I should know better than that by now, shouldn't I? But, alas, I thought I had it figured out. See, because then you bring that back. And then there's the gap in there. And then if you fill that in, it's just going to break again, isn't it? It works for like a couple shifts. It pulls the layer out, and then it doesn't shift the middle of the floor. So something with my redstone's got to be wrong. Obviously. But sometimes it helps to say the obvious. Because this is pretty much how the redstone is working on the other one. Aren't I missing a repeater on one side? Oh, that could be it, actually. Yeah, no, I think you might be right, actually. Because there is a repeater on one side and not on the other. Yeah, no, because this one's got the torch. Hold up. Hold up. No, you might have solved it. You might have solved it. Yeah, because this one's like the basic clock. It's got the torch there. So this is the off side. No obsidian. Full blocks. This is the repeater side. One extra tick of delay. That probably solves it. And then gap and obsidian on the powered side. Okay. That would probably do it. See, you know my build better than I do. Thank you. So this is powered side. Obsidian. There's a gap. This is the unpowered side. There's no gap. Redstone torch powers that directly. That's got the repeater on it. Let's fill that in. That might actually be as simple as that. Literally brilliant. Look at this garbage. Look at this. Skulking for the win over here. Perfect. Okay, then. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So we're going to have it be like this. Because it's just like, this is the standard growth pattern for the pickles. And then, which way is it going to get shifted? It's going to get shifted to the right by a block. So then we just add in another one here, here, here. Can't place it there because it didn't here. And then there, there, and there. So now no matter where it gets shifted, it's going to just like spam the pickles. 1.13.6. You got the update figured out and everything? Like the exact point update? Don't say how should though. 1.13 was a good update though. Can't go wrong with the update aquatic. Oh, I read the wrong message. No, best at parkour. Thank you for the repeater. I somehow like, I read your message, but Skulking's name was, because, yeah, right above it, yeah. Stream already end. Yep. What you're watching is just an illusion. There is no live stream here. Kind of a weird flow pattern that we had there. Let's try and figure out how we can make these actually flow across. Hopefully we don't just end up with the same thing that we just had. So obviously you don't want the pickles to end up right there, so we're going to add another one, and then they should flow to the side of there. And then fill in that one and that one. And then that should be fine, I think. Let's go ahead and remove this entire layer. And now all of these are going to be flowing sources going down. So we got to put some sources going across that side, maybe even in that pickle. And then that should be water sources all across the middle, the bottom, and then flowing at the top. And now I don't think most of this is going to be able to flow out of here. Just a couple spots. Okay, not a big deal. So we don't need buttons on all of those. I'll save you guys 2 buttons. Hear me, 2. Flowing water over pool is the worst. It can be kind of a pain to figure out, but I think in this instance, it should be fine. Okay, and then there's going to be no bone meal in this because reasons. Because somebody forgot to make an order for the bone meal. Didn't fill out an order slip. Didn't package it out. You know what? Can you guys tell me what the problem here is? It's that. That's the problem. Look at this. Pickles for days! Okay. Now we're cooking with so many pickles. Now, they're not going up right over the edge for some reason. I think I have an old school solution to this, actually. It is called get a shorter block right there. Soul sand, I think even path blocks would work. Or chests as well. 46 by 13. Oh. Oof. All that's left is to turn them into jam. Pickle jam? Pickle jam? I'm gonna say it one more time. Pickle jam? Mud. Yeah, mud's an also an option. We are having some come straight forward, so we do need a full hopper line in here. Pickle jam. You know what? It's growing on me. Quite literally. Somebody get this thing off of me. Okay, so that is going to flow all the items to middle. And that should just about do it. We had some noises in the ear. Let's see. We got J Pendragon. Thank you very much for the super chat. You're trying to make a build for spawn. I want to have it covered up, but keep respawning on the roof. So you can just change your world spawn. I think that might require cheats, though. Otherwise, like, you can try some lower slabs or something like that. You might not spawn on slabs. You can try, like, buttons or maybe glass or something. Or just put, like, a hole in the ceiling directly above your world spawn. But, yeah, it might be easiest to just change it with a command. Because you can set a specific spot, like underground, for actual world spawn, not just for player spawn point. Okay, hold up. Let's take a look at this real quick in the slow motion. I want to make sure this is actually fully functioning. I run out of bone meal right now, basically. Now, if we run this even slower, so let's turn it off. And then this repeater has to go after the piston, because reasons. Not sure what's up with that, but you know. I mean, it seems like the pickles are showing up after the floor is already moving, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? Definitely looks like they show up after they pop off. And then if we go ahead and turn this off, we shouldn't see any items get left behind. So give this a second. All those things will float up. And then they come right on across. And we're good. Now, I guess technically there might be... Yeah, there's a possibility for items to get stuck right here. Probably not a way to fix that. Unless we did our flowing water at this layer. No, pickles have to be in a water source, don't they? Yeah, they have to be in a water source. That's unfortunate. So I'm not sure if there's a way to really stop that loss. The lag. Yeah, oh my god, guys, look at this lag. Oh! I thought it would be more pickles than this. Oh, I see. It is more pickles than that. Well then. I have a solution for this. It's called double up your hoppers. Double pickles! Can't ban the word. I mean... Now's your chance. I can't stop you. What am I gonna do about it? Let's see. Do moderators have infinite points, or like how does that work? Did I break this? Oh, it's like, okay, that makes sense actually. It is, it's pulsing. It's pulsing badly. Well, let's bring it over like this then, because I kind of want the redstone to be like nice and clean up here. I don't think there's really a better way to hide it than this. Something like this, and then, all right, that's got to actually bring the redstone out this way, don't it? Yeah, so I broke the redstone somehow, but that's fine. I feel like we kind of know what we're doing with this build right now. I'm just going to claim all the statues next season. It's not impossible. This one is supposed to have the gap on it. Oof. Yeah, so I just kind of messed up our whole floor again. Okay. Well, let's see. We're at 2 hours. Do we want to try this prototype design, or should we go for the much simpler one, which is just this guy right here? I feel like this is one that we can build and not mess it up. And also, we don't really need that many pickles. But I do want to make a tutorial for that new one, because I feel like that should be a lot faster. And then once I figure out how to actually build it, and then, you know, don't mess up the redstone, then it shouldn't break or anything, right? Pickles! Okay, so where's the redstone? Oh, hi. It's right here. Never mind, just please ignore everything that I just said. Honey already has a statue on the server as well. So does Coola. Casper, you're the only one that didn't claim one. At first you don't succeed, add more hoppers. It's not a bad way to go about it. It's not a bad idea whatsoever. Okay, so how large is our build area? It's going to be a 5 wide. I don't think we need all of these. Hopper cult? There could be a hopper cult at some point. So it's more likely to have a water stream cult. We're going to have it be lined up with this one right here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then on the left side, there's going to be one extra. So it's going to be 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's just going to be like this. So it's going to be off-centered. Come on! Come on! Okay, let's move it over by a block. We will reverse it. We'll just reverse it. Okay. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So then I still want my center to be right here, though. That actually needs to be up a block too, doesn't it? Because the center pickle needs to be up on its own little pedestal. Like right there. There we go. And then technically we need a block gap in here so this thing can actually move as well. I guess we'll just push our pistons all the way to the wall then. And then it doesn't really matter how we have our thing in the middle, right? Yeah, okay. That'd be fine. So let's grab ourselves some glass as well. Surely we still have a box of that around here somewhere. Box of glass, a box of dye. Something box. Eggs. What are all these things? You know what? We're missing coral and pickles. And probably some bone meal as well. Luckily, I know where to find all this stuff. It's at our original pickle farm, right here. Look at this amazing pickle farm that we've had this whole season. Only the best pickle farm. All the lime dye that you see in the base, yeah, it was made by this pickle farm. Oh, there's a coral. We kind of need that. Now, we might actually need some more coral, because I'm realizing we need like 5 extra for the floor to actually shift correctly. Glazed terracotta. We're not going to be doing that one right now. We're going to save that for a future date. Do I have extra coral? I thought I did. Thought I did. Oof. Extra trial chamber key in there. No coral? I don't know where we're going to find some. Okay, this might be less than efficient, but it'll work. Ow. Can I get out of here? No. Stuck in there forever. Did your job and plan an event? Ooh, spicy. What'd you do? Merry Christmas? What? Thanks, I guess. Question mark? Among Us on Friday the 13th? Nice. You hear that, everybody in stream? We're having an Among Us event. Friday the 13th. Wait, that's tomorrow. Literally just tomorrow. And it's gonna be glorious. And the Discord server. Discord.gg/silentwhisperer. Let's go ahead and fill in all this right here. Oh, I don't have any concrete. Really? Whose idea was that? Yeah, because we need to contain this entire thing in with water and stuff. That's going to be pretty important to have all that watered in. Speaking of that, we have packed ice, but we don't have any regular ice. No, we do. Okay. That's actually all we have. Happy Easter, I guess, because we're just going off of random holidays now. Among Us is the most popular event. We do have some pretty good Among Us events. You guys won't regret it. I mean, you might regret it, but you'll regret it more if you don't come. Don't worry, it'll make sense in a minute. Sam Hain? I've never even heard of that. What's the worst holiday of the year? Surely you have one that you hate. Oh, right. My bad. We gotta fill in the top first. It's the pagan New Year? Interesting. You don't like Christmas? What do you mean you don't like seeing Christmas decorations for a third of the year? That's just unpatriotic. That's just un-American. If you're not hearing Christmas music the second that Halloween is over, heck, even before then I think you, sir. Yeah, because you leave your Christmas tree up all year round. That's right. Ani's one of those people that leaves the Christmas tree up until July, and then just decides, you know what, it's only 6 months till Christmas. Might as well just leave it up till Christmas. And you know what? I respect the hustle. Among Us plushies? Among Us already has their own plushies. I can't make Among Us plushies. St. Patrick's Day because you don't look good in green? Oh, okay. It's an oddly specific reason. I already bought Among Us. Your point is invalid. You got too much gaming to do to be taken down and putting up trees. That's fair. But also, isn't your cat, like, a Satanist and just, like, destroys the tree? If it's, like, a new thing in the house? I bought it on Steam. It was like $2. I told you this. I told you this. I was like, look at me, I'm being an adult. And this is how you treat me? Okay, I see. You don't listen to me. I thought we were friends. 13, is that enough? No. No, it is not. This is not going to be very efficient. I swear I had more coral. It's fine. Not having a spreadsheet on my... No, like, I don't have an Among Us plushie, but the people who make Among Us... What is it, like Sloth or something? I don't know. I don't know what the studio name is. They make their own plushies. Like, they have, like... I can't make you Among Us merch. That's Among Us's job. We need a plushie review. That's possible. Heck, some might even say plausible. So these things are going to be falling down straight here and then going into the stream. Falls. Oh, don't worry, they're full. Yeah, I do want to make a Pigman plushie, though. I might get sued by Mojang, but I'll do it. For the greater good. For the greater good. You know, it's called having a house, Gilly. I would think that you would understand. It came off way ruder than I thought it would. I retract my statements and apologize. Okay. Listen. It's not what I meant. I'm gonna get canceled. Oh, we have Cora right here, bro. This is Gilly. I know, Gilly, like, builds houses for a living or something. And also, yeah, Gilly will probably beat me up. But that's less likely. How did you die already? What is your problem? It was half a second. God, you're sensitive. Get some therapy. Jeez. There's no way to revive this. It just instantly died. It's like, oh, I can't be without water for 1/10 of a second. Why? It's just, yeah, it's kind of pathetic. Anyway, so this thing just looks uglier now than it did before. Somehow I added more coral and it looks worse. Cool. That's great. Okay, well then. Redstone. We can do a redstone. Surely. Surely. Let's see. I want to get some buttons up here real quick. Oh, it's really convenient to be able to get up there. Daily streaming's getting to my head. No, you guys are getting to my head. I'm fine. It's you guys who are getting worse and deranged. Like I've said so many times, there's only so much silent that anyone can ever take. And this is too much. We've reached the limit. You gotta back off. You gotta stop watching all these streams, people. I see you over here if there's 10,000 hours watched. It's unreasonable. I'm not that good of a person. I will be a bad influence on you. I've warned you so many times and you just don't listen. It's like you want to be a bad person with me. Let's see. We need to get some mud. We need to get some mud. Mud and blackstone buttons. Phone is almost 6 years old. I think mine's about that old too, actually. I am not someone who like gets new phones all the time. Shocker, I know, crazy. You guys never would have guessed that. But also, like, I don't see a reason to at all. Like, my phone still works perfectly fine. Like, the battery is still fine. I just charge it when I'm sleeping and like whatever. It makes the phone calls. I don't call anyone. It receives the spam phone calls. It receives the spam text messages. It does the Google Maps, and it watches the YouTube for me. And that's all I need from a phone. And you know, it takes the pictures, and it records the video, and that's all there is to it. There's not much more that I need from a phone than those things right there. And if that's your criteria, then they pretty much maxed out phones in like 2016. Well, maybe not. Maybe like 2018. But like, that's pretty much all I really need from a phone. This thing just like, oh, that one's powered. Shouldn't all these be powered? Wait, hold up. There's definitely a lot of wasted concrete on this one. I can't imagine how this got so ruined. Oh. Well, that would do it. Why are pistons so bad? I just want you to place forwards. Why is that so difficult? And of course, like, these are going to be a push limit, because of course... So there's no way to get these back in here. And then that's, like, going to die immediately, because it's, like, pathetic. I expected better. Those things are touching water. They should be fine, right? I thought if they weren't touching water, and if they weren't touching air, then they would be fine. Like, I thought that's how they worked. How is that still messed up? Your screen is cracked and cuts your fingers. Well, you can get like a screen protector, put it over there. Put it over top of it. Or you can replace the screen. There is options outside of buying a whole new phone, right? Mine's an S20 Samsung Galaxy Fan Edition or something. I didn't understand any of that, but I know you got yourself their fancy phone. Okay, that looks like it'll work. All right, we didn't power the pickles. We didn't power the thing up there. We have to bring it in like this, I think. And then do the same thing on the other side. Something like that, maybe? You're not fancy with a cheap one? Oh, okay. I mean, anything S20 sounds fancy to me. Because Samsung just like skipped like 10 generations just to get on the same number as Apple. And then Apple just releases a new phone every single year with like no differences and charges you $1,000. And then you drop it like from half an inch onto a pillow and it's just like the screen shatters. And then you got to get like a whole new screen. And then, yeah. Somehow I've dropped my phone, the one that I have, like at least 100 times. Legitimately 100 times. And I have not even like chipped the screen or cracked it. I don't have a screen protector on this thing. I have the flimsiest, worst possible case that came with my phone. It is like the thinnest layer of like rubbery plastic that's actually peeling and falling apart as we speak. Little bits of it has fallen off and it barely stays on the phone. So if I drop the phone real good, it's probably gonna like separate and come off of here. But the phone is still fantastic. No notes. Throws it on table. It does the thing that I need from it. You've thrown it. Don't. Why? Not gonna question it. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you have your reasons. I did have the, ooh, what was the one that I had before? It was like the Galaxy... I think it was the S5. Now, that thing wasn't that great. That one, like, ended up dying and just, like, planned obsolescences itself to death. Like, it was totally fine, totally fine, totally fine for years, and then it just got, like, super slow and started dying. All on its own. It's like, great. Cool, thanks. Had to get a new phone. For no reason, seemingly. My inventory is full of slabs. Fascinating. Your screen is peeling off your phone, wants to be a flip phone? Put some tape over it. It'll still work. It'll still detect fingers. S5 with plastic. Yeah, so if you like dropped it, the back of it like fell off. Or like split out. The battery like would fly out if you really dropped it. Kind of like the old flip phones. That is one thing that is a little bit annoying about the newer phones is you can't take the back panel off to replace the battery. Like I have no idea how to open my phone. Newer phones also got rid of like the little plug where you can put in an SD card. Which, you know, to be fair, SD cards aren't really like the best kind of memory, but it's still nice to have the option. You could get a quality SD card. Have some quality. Yeah, and the audio headphone jack is gone too. Just taking away all our features. It should be fairly waterproof though, right? Isn't that like one of the main reasons of getting rid of the headphone jack? Besides pushing all this newfound technology on us with this here, Bluetooth headphones. I'm gonna grab some sea lanterns. I've never actually had like earbuds or anything like that. So I don't like listening to music, so why would I? You loved your SG6, hated the SG7? You have an SG23 FA or something. You don't miss the SD card slot? That's fair. I think my phone has like 100 and something gigs of like built-in memory. So I don't even need the SD card slot. I haven't filled it up yet. I back it up to my computer every now and again, so like, that's all good. I remember that. But yeah, it seems like phones have kind of peaked. I don't know. There hasn't been like a revolution in phones for like years. It was like iPhone. No, it was like, you know, flip phones, the Razor phone, Blackberries, and then the iPhone. And then from there, you know, we had smartphones and they just kept progressively getting better for a few years. But it seems like they pretty much plateaued at this point. I can't imagine what they're really going to add to like future phones to make them better. It's pretty much just been like maybe better battery and then like better cameras. Those are like the two big things, right? Maybe better screen technology, but I also feel like screens have kind of plateaued as well. Like, you know, there's only so much you can perceive with your eyeballs. So, do they really need to make screens like insane on a phone? Probably not, especially such a small scale. Seems like we will be kind of fine with like the phones that we have for quite a while. I mean, I'm fine with the phone that I have for quite a while. Unless this thing, like, absolutely dies or breaks at some point in the future, then, like, I'm not planning on getting another one for years, really. Years, I say. Let's see. So we're going to box this thing in. All the pickles will fall out down there, and then that is it. How is it going to die if it's good food? I mean, you know, it's planned obsolescence. So, Windows 10. So, you know, if they stop releasing updates, or if it gets really slow, or if I do somehow break it, if I, God forbid I lose it, that would be so annoying if I lost this phone, because everything is on 2-factor. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't want to think about that. Absolutely everything is on 2-factor. I missed the glass block. I did. I just wanted that to be there to annoy you, and it didn't last very long, so... Joke's on me, I guess. Lesson learned. Can't get nothing past the chat. Sound like your dad. It's not my fault that I don't want to spend money on things that I don't need. But ultimately, my phone is a YouTube watching machine. That is 95% of what I do in this thing. Watch the YouTube. And then it's like 1% text somebody, 4% delete spam text messages, and then delete the spam voicemails as well. Oh my god, it's been so annoying. So whenever someone leaves me a voicemail, the notification for it never goes away until you check your voicemail. And it didn't used to do that. I would love to figure out a way to turn that off somehow. You're timing out, so what? You're timing out Frank? You're timing out another staff member. Hold up. How does that work? If a staff member times out another staff member, do they both get muted? Lego priority 1. Phone Legos don't decay. Legos last for... Legos are for a lifetime. You know how they say diamonds are for a lifetime or something? No, Legos. Legos are for a lifetime. It'll be 10,000 years in the future. 10 billion years in the future. And then, is it different Frank? It could be. I'm not sure Frank's Twitch name, to be completely real with you. Yeah, I do need to figure out how to turn off the voice messages. Okay, so fun fact. I've had this phone number for like 10 years. I think, wait, maybe over. No, I think we're at like 11 years. The real Frank Castle? Yeah, so I've had the previous person who had my phone number keeps giving away my phone number that I have had for over a decade to absolutely everybody. For 11 years, they have been giving away my phone number to absolutely everybody, and they sign up for all of the most scammy financial loan things that you can possibly imagine. So every couple of days for like a decade, I've been getting a text message with their name, like, hey, your loan has been approved. Access now. It's like, no, they are an evil person, and they're horrible. I don't like them. They've been spamming my inbox for 10 years. It doesn't happen every couple days. I think they probably went to jail for a while, because surely they're scamming. Surely this is like embezzlement and fraud, right? After all these years, it's gotta be. There's no other possible situation where they could be signing up for all these loans and like having all these billions of accounts and like scamming people. So I think they went to jail for a while, because I didn't get any texts for like a few months or maybe a year, and then they fired back up out of nowhere. Nowhere. And it's just like, stop it. Get some help. So annoying. I probably have like 200 numbers blocked. Just because it's like all these random different scams. Like, you would think after like 11 years, they would use their own phone number? Because, like, surely, like, that's a critical part of their scam process is to, like, get contacted to, like, get the mutton. I don't understand. I don't understand how their scam works, but I don't want any part of it. It's annoying. It's horrible. That's a wild story, Longhorn. Jeez. Like, actual check fraud? That's like a felony, isn't it? Pretty sure that's... They made, like, a movie about that. It's called, Oh, gee, I'm not gonna remember the name. But it's got... I can't remember the dude's name who played in it, either. You know what? Whatever. They made a movie about it. Oh no, what's this? Okay, it's time to put the hearing aids in. This can just be straight up a redstone line, actually. Catch me if you can. Yes, thank you. Somebody got it with my horrible description of what the movie was. You figured it out. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. DiCaprio. I can't say his name apparently. I'm trying not to say DiCaprio. Yeah, that was. It's an older movie. It's pretty good though. Yeah, it's not too bad. I guess definitely more than 15 or like less than 15. So I think we can just like get a couple redstone torches in here. I'm not sure where this needs to go though. Oh, okay, well that's where it needs to go. DiCaprio. I was really trying not to, but that's the only thing that came out. Listen, he's in a lot of good movies. He's a great actor, but I just could not say his name for the life of me, okay? I swear. That should not be powered. No, wait, hold up. This way, and then like this. Yeah. No! Banned. Great actor, obviously. I mean, he's in Titanic. Yeah, Titanic guy. Exactly. DiCaprio was right. Is he like a horrible person or something? I don't know. It could go any way. It could like, he could be any number of things. I don't keep up with celebrities at all. I've never been interested in like celebrity gossip or any of that. Because it just like is the least interesting thing to me. But what I can say is that he acted good. Outside of that, I don't know. I have no personal opinions one way or the other. I have no strong opinions one way or the other. He acts like a good guy. Maybe that's all that matters. Never heard bad things about him. Did you listen? Were you listening when they told you the bad things? Wolf of Wall Street. That's also a good one too. And then there's also The Big Short. He's not in that one, but maybe he is. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, The Big Short's also another good one. It's about the 2008 financial crisis. Yay, so fun. Much good. Much wow. That's how we completely messed up the entire global economy. Yay, and we're doing it again. Because they didn't change anything, and nobody went to jail. Sounds boring. It's actually a pretty good movie. You would think it would be boring, but it's actually entertaining. I thought it would be boring too, but I saw like a clip of it online. I was like, okay, that's not so bad. It's kind of similar to like Wolf of Wall Street style. And that one's like pretty entertaining too. Okay, so that should be Pickle Farm done. We should probably go turn this thing on and then see what happens with it, right? That seems important. Pickle, 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 pickle farm. Where's it at? That one. Hey. Should be working. There's no bone meal on it, though. Did you get a new chair? I thought you had a Corsair chair. Because you went on, like, a Corsair buying spree and got everything Corsair. I didn't plant any pickles. That is kind of an oversight. Surely I have pickles. I had pickles. Pickles? Where'd they go? Did I despawn them? I threw them in. Did I let them despawn? I might have let them despawn. The base has them now? I don't think I threw them in when they was connected to a tracer. That may have been an oversight. We might have more pickles down here, though. Hey, there we go. We got some pickles. Okay. Hey, it produced a pickle. Some of these are like desynchronized for some reason. Oh, it's going over the top is why. Interesting. Well, I think we can fix that with a couple repeaters. Yeah, that would definitely desynchronize the signal. If you could do that. I didn't think the signal strength would reach around, but apparently it does. I'm just wasting bone meal. That's fine. We have so much bone meal. Okay, well that'll work fine. Yeah, not even a problem. We are missing some items in this corner, though, because, of course, naturally. Kind of was thinking we wouldn't have that problem, but I guess, you know what, we can never have something nice, can we? We can fix that, though. That's not horrible. Get my buttons out of there, and then we will slightly change this thing up. We might need more buttons. Yeah, I think we're gonna need more buttons. I also didn't pick up any of those, apparently. For shame! Okay, let's go turn this thing off. We also want to do a power-up of the base as well. Oh, wait, that's the cup farm. What up? Pickle farm. Yeah, so we want to do a power-up of the base to see absolutely everything work and turn on. And we want to do that with Silent 2, of course. And get the nice, like, time-lapse kind of thing going for that. Not even really a time-lapse at that point, just kind of like, you know, a general, hey, look at this. Looks good. Is that really not going to flow forwards? Surely that should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, you have to put the blocks back in the floor. Oh, okay. Well, we can solve that then. Yeah, it's kind of annoying how water doesn't, like, flow when you think it should. Okay, let's go ahead and fill that back in, I guess. We got a little bit of ice. And then we need more blocks. Let's see. What do you mean you don't flow? There we go, jeez. We're missing that one right there. Yeah, water's a little bit silly. Don't take it personally. If it decides to hate you, it's all it knows. Really? You died? Ugh, I swear. And yeah, I get angry at things for dying. Time to kill the server. We've turned on the full base before. Everything should be fairly well optimized to not be really that laggy. I killed it and didn't die. It still died. Whether or not I killed it doesn't affect the equation. It's still dead. And I don't have a replacement for it, so RIP. You know what? Honestly, at this point, let's just go ahead and grab this out. Because it's only activating half the time anyway, so, like, doesn't actually matter. We'll put a little bit of water, like, down under here. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Pretty sure it just needs to be touching water. And then, you know what? Maybe I'll grab, like, a water source and put it in that piston head. Apparently, I just can't grab the water source. Because this game doesn't let you grab water sources unless you're, like, way up above it. Come on, I just, like, put a water source right there. Apparently not. That's a really old bug that I really need to fix. We'll pick up that one, but you can't pick it up if you're inside of it. Just want to waterlog you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And then I can't place a block in there because it needs a block underneath it. Okay. Just kelp to fix the water. That would be smart. I don't have any kelp, though. I don't have a kelp farm, either. Okay. Everything should just work now. Allegedly. Are we going to test it? No. I've decided that it works. Okay, yeah, so all those things should come up, and then they're going to go over the front. Real slow-like, and then they're going to drop down there. Go through right here. Yeah, there they go. Looking good, people. Looking very good. And then we gotta throw away all of our items. Oh, did I set up like a pickle filter? I don't think I did. Whoops. Should probably do that. I guess we should take the place of the moss one. That's 4 from the right. Because we're not having moss go in there anymore. I don't know what to do with the moss that's in there, but that's fine. We'll be okay. It'll survive. Also, is Silent 2 gonna fall through the world when he falls in? When he spawns in? Is he gonna be in spectator mode? That's a big question. Big question that a lot of people are asking. Chat's full of questions. The answer is yes. Howdy, how's it going, mister? Welcome to the server. That's our control stick. We need that. So many items to sort out, as is tradition. We should actually see these moss blocks go up that elevator if everything is set up correctly, which it might be. Come on now, I just want to open that up. Thank you. Panic, build faster. Yeah, we're building faster. We're building as fast as we can. Doesn't look like it, but we are. I hear things clicking. Things are clicking somewhere. I don't know if those are the right kinds of clicks, though. All right, we're going to need our bow and arrow from up there. We never did figure out, like, a better system to activate the base, but that's fine. All that moss really should have gone around by now. Oh my god, there it goes! Okay, that just took a while. Cool! Wow, look at that. That's great. We love to see it. We have a few bits of, like, concrete and stuff that we need to fill in around the area, because there's, like, all these doorways that I opened up. I think they're mostly on the upper layers, though. What are we making? Right now, we are finishing up the final touches for the entirety of the mega base. We're so close to having everything done. Patch up all that. We're going to turn off every single tracer. That way, when the master switch activates, then they'll all turn on at the same time, right? Okay, let's get this guy into the top of the base, so he can also see this lovely spectacle. Oh, and then, you know what? I really wanted to get some better AFK spots in here. There we go. You know what? We do need to wait for nighttime. I guess we can throw together something in this time. We have like 3 minutes. 3 minutes! People, what can we design in 3 minutes? Got pickles coming in here. I think we're going to need some... Not purple glass. We're going to need some magenta glass. We're going to need some red glass. We're going to need some blue glass. We're going to need some lime glass. And then all these can go up to the other one, blue glass. And indeed it is. That's what I said. And then probably also some lamps as well, right? I think I dropped a box. Hold up. I did. Oh, look at that. Final day of the server. Almost dropped a box. How to capture a wither? You can't really unless you have a bedrock box. That is your option. Get a bunch of bedrock. The warden is much easier to capture than the wither. Yeah, the simple answer is you don't. Would it be funny if I dropped Silent 2 down? I think it would be. Okay, so this is the red side of the base. And this is the lime side. And this is the magenta side. And this is the blue side. Maybe we don't need ender chests up here. I thought we'd have some place to get, like, lamps in there, but not really. I don't want to make these too big because it's going to block the view of like all the tracers and stuff, you know? So I'm trying to keep it kind of small. Why is this the last day? Because we have decided that we are resetting the season for the Happy Ghast update. And we just got the release date for that today. It is the 17th. So we are actually very close to, you know, the end of the season here. And I also realized that we don't need phantom protection because phantoms can't spawn if you have a mob switch. So that's kind of cool, actually. You don't need a roof. Here's the red side, the blue side, the magenta side, the pink side. Okay, let's fire this thing up, shall we? We're going to start that flashback recording. And I'm excited for this. Are you guys excited for this? Basically, the entire base should turn on. Nice! Sleep in the night. I probably should have said something. Probably should have said something. Why isn't there a way to skip the day in Minecraft? Why isn't there a way to skip the day? Bruh. Well, what do we gotta do? Well, what can we do? Let me check my list. Guess we'll stop that flashback recording. Don't need that. Pickle farm done. Central AFK farm is done. Our, you know, AFK spot. We've done a lot in the last few streams. This point where we ooh and ah, maybe. Now, there's only 3 things that we haven't actually done. I guess we haven't added, like, glass roofs to some of these builds. I don't feel like all of them really need it, though. I don't know. Do they look unfinished? We can't put a glass roof over the, that one because of the cactus. Oh, you know what? We didn't add these little tracers down here. Okay, you know what? We just barely have enough time to, like, do that. Just barely have enough time. That is one thing that I did legitimately forget until right now. And the base would not be complete if we didn't have those. So, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. So these are a 2-block gap. They go in by 4, and that's the standard circle. We also have some water, some ice as well in there for some reason. Just for consistency's sake. I don't really use many add-ons, so I don't have much of a recommendation for you, but like some basics would probably be maybe some universal dyeing. Let you re-dye like, you know, glass and terracotta and stuff like that without needing to like throw it away. And then there's also like mob heads and mini blocks and things like that. Those are always a good option. I think it's like this. 4, and then there's a 2 and a 1, right? No, there's a 1 and a 1. Okay. Because there's 4. Okay. Push it in by a block. Four. Okay. So that's where that one goes. Same thing on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then boop, boop, boop. Just all of these. Yeah, these are purely here just for like a little bit of extra decoration. Nothing too crazy. But we wanted them because, you know what, they add a little bit of spice and nice to the base. And they're also not that difficult either. Some of them are going to like cross power, but that's fine, you know. What can you do? This is actually super easy. So it's literally just like that. Wow. You love a simple project. Sometimes you just need an easy one for the win, right? We don't have any water, though. Yeah, MCP-DL is also a good site for packs. There's also Planet MC as well. MCP-DL does have quite a few of those like link-vertised links, and those always feel like super scammy, and they seem kind of sus, and they just seem like the most suspicious possible link to look at and to get content from. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt, but be aware. It's probably fine, but like, I don't know. It always feels odd going through 100 buttons to get something that you want. So that's for another tracer right there. That's fine. We'll do this on this side. Just like that. Boom, boom, and then fill that in, and we're done. Well, we're almost done, actually. Guess we should check if that flooded anything. Doesn't look like it did. Cool. You love a job well done. Okay, so that should actually be every single tracer and the entire base done. The only thing I'm not really particularly happy about is the fact that we have this one dumb target block right here. It's just the one dumb target block. Now, there is a way to fix this, and you're gonna love this idea, because it's very me. The only true way to fix this, and I've thought long and hard about this, is to simply make it worse. So just add more of them. That way we can actually hit the stupid thing. If it's gonna be ugly, it may as well be functional. So there's that. Lamp it. Unfortunately, there's no way to lamp it. It's just gonna be ugly. Just gonna be ugly. Yeah. Because we can't use like a skull catalyst or anything there. There's not really a better long-range solution to that either. As much as seems like there should be. Maybe there is, but not something that we can do in a short, quick amount of time, you know? It's time. Time is the ultimate enemy. We also have this one glass block up here, which is purely here so I can have a really good high vantage point of the base. Jeez. Will they light up when you hit them? No, they don't emit light or anything. I guess we could add more target blocks to the other quadrants, but they wouldn't do anything. Yeah, they wouldn't do anything. So if you haven't seen it turn on before, it's a pretty cool site. I put a little sped up version of it in the Discord earlier. Let me see if I can actually find that for you guys real quick. I think I have that on my desktop. Hold up. This should be easy. Do I have it? Where is it at? I have too many videos on my desktop. That's what it is. Got like 100 videos on the desktop. Okay, let's see. Yes, but also not quite. Can I? There we go. I don't think that plays audio either, does it? But yeah, look at that. That's basically what it's gonna look like. Oh, you can pause it. There's a little player in here. Yeah, so this was just me like randomly flicking levers to turn on the base. This is sped up like maybe 2 times. And then it all turns off. And then it looks pretty sick. There's also this video file playing. I'm not sure where the noise for that's coming through at, because I can't hear it. Can you guys hear it? It was the gas music. I don't think I have that audio routed to anything. You could hear it? Oh, okay. That's probably very loud. My bad. I thought it should be playing noise, but I didn't see it anywhere. Anyway. Yeah, not too bad, right? Not too bad. So that's kind of what we're waiting on. No slip, please. Ooh, woo. We have, oh, wow, we have quite a few people on it. Never mind, 2 of them are camera accounts. It's just a legitimate boss. Normal as opposed to my low mic? Oh, okay. Get out of here. Banned! Banned from the channel. Jeez. Okay, let's get ready for this thing, shall we? Oh, I don't have the bow and arrow, do I? No. Listen, I'm talking at a perfectly normal volume, and if I talk any louder than this, then the mic peaks. So it's like, what do you want me to do? I can't turn it up. It's literally at max volume in OBS. I can turn it down. This is what it sounds like at half. You don't want that. You don't want that. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Oh my god, I need to turn on ray tracing. How have I not done that? What do you mean I can't turn on ray tracing? Oh god, I don't. Yes, no sleep, please. I gotta go put on the ray tracing pack. Hold up. Everybody wait. Everybody, we don't have the background turned on. I'm again. On PBR. There we go. Panic! Everybody panic! Panic! Run around. Burn things. Throw things. Turn the, why can't I turn it on? You can't even turn it on for the main menu anymore? Did it not turn on? Is that what it did? Define PBR. This is not like... Did it activate? Yeah, a lot of people do come in and say it. And I'm not sure what exactly I can do about it. I swear, if it's daytime? Okay, thanks. Ray tracing, thank you. And I'm probably gonna have to relog. We should probably relog anyway. Listen, I just want to say that it's 94 degrees in my room right now. We're about to turn on ray tracing. We're going to have to restart the game. Joggy, welcome in. How you doing? So many issues with just turning on ray tracing. Okay, finally. Oh my god, okay, finally, beautiful. After all these years, let's get Silent 2 going. Don't want to forget that part, jeez. We've all remembered it. Okay. So after all these years and centuries, we can finally turn on the entire base, see what absolutely everything looks like with ray tracing on. We are going to have to increase the FOV to like 80 something, just so we can actually see the entire base. I think we got to go up even higher. 90 FOV just to see the whole base, because it doesn't even fit in view. And then as long as I can hit that little pile of target blocks down there with the first bow and arrow that I've ever fired this season, then we should be able to see the entire base turn on first try. No, I think I might have missed. One of those will hit it. Or not. Why is it so difficult? There we go. We have the entire base turning on now. And it turned off again. I hit it twice. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. Jeez. Why has this got to be so difficult? There we go. The entire base is turning on. Oh my god. And then we're going to see the outer edges of the base light up as well. The gold farms are running. This is what we have waited for. After all these years, after all the hours and days of building, it has come down to this. The entire base looking very alive. Very nice. Let's go down, fly around, check it out a little bit, shall we? Now, the gold farms are running, and, you know, that's a little bit laggy, but it's fine. So the frame rate may not be the best just because of the gold farms. Those things are quite big, but I absolutely love all of these tracers. This is exactly what I was hoping it would look like the entire time that we've been building these things. Now, they could be even more neon if we were using like a different pack where like glass was glowing or emitting its own light or something, but I mean, this is pretty good. And now if we go down the middle of the base, we're also going to see all of these different items come in as well. So we got items going through the tops, we got items going down the middle, just tons of stuff going through the storage system. Basically, every single farm is running, and of course, the gold farms as well. The gold farms are really what's going to be causing the lag that you're noticing right now. Oof. Also the fact that we're running ray tracing. Okay, maybe we should turn off the base. The base may be slightly laggy if you have the farms running. It's not my fault you guys do a redemption in the middle of me trying to record the most important clip of the season. Just saying. No hard feelings. Trying to ban an action. I don't even know what it was. Ban RGX. It's not happening. Boom. Rejected. Checkmate. So mean. You're the ones being mean. Okay, now those farms are off. We can actually hop down here for a second. Love it. So, of course, we got tons of items going up the sides. Those are going to be going to the compost towers. We got auto-crafted items coming up over here as well. Our trash can would also be going. And then, of course, our, like, bulk item distribution system as well. And if we hop back into, like, the depths of the bowels of the base, as you see, we just got, like, tons of items looping around the system, things going to and fro, items getting smelted and auto-crafted. Oh, geez, look at this. There's, like, 4 different lanes right here. Probably should have put a door right there. And then down at the bottom of the base, we also have our gold farm smeltery going. You can also see the nuggets coming up. A whole bunch of nugget storage in there. The rotten flesh would also be going up over here and getting burned and going down the middle. Looking fancy. Our multi-item storage system is also going because it's probably picking up some miscellaneous items. It's picking up pickles. Jeez. And then, of course, we have our final storage hall of the base where all of our wool goes in as well. All the dyes from everything. There is so much stuff. So many alive parts of the base. So many items flying everywhere. I love it. Oh, man. The PC is on fire right now. It's on fire. Okay, we're going to wrap up that thing. I'm going to open up my L-Connect 2 software. And put my fans on full maximum. Full maximum. Let's get this PC hovering off the ground. Maybe I should open up my window a little bit. Probably helps if your ambient temperature isn't literally 95 degrees. Oh, that's hot to the touch. That's not good. Oh, geez, that's actually... No, the top of it's hot to the touch. The CPU part, like behind the CPU cooler. That's hot. Ah, that's hot. Yeah, your potato phone may not have a good time. So if the stream ends unexpectedly, it's probably because my system overheated. Yeah, we didn't get to the auto-crafting layer of the base. That's something that we didn't quite get to, but, you know, is what it is. The scaffolding's pretty annoying. Get rid of that. Heat issues again? No, it's just like, I haven't put in my AC for the year, and I probably really should have. QR code scares me. Why should it scare you? Scan it. I dare you. There's nothing to be afraid of. How old was it again? My AC I bought last year because it was too damn hot in here. And then my computer is like 6 years old. I think I built it in 2020. Something like that. I don't have any plans to like change it up until, for a couple years, though. Great computer. Love this thing. Absolute beast. It is currently very hot to the touch. Oof. One of the fans in it did die, though, so maybe I should get that fan again. I think they're like 30 bucks each, though. It's kind of stupid. Maybe I get to use one. Probably it's not that much cheaper, though. Excuse not to stream. I already have an excuse not to stream. Season is ending. Okay, let's do that again, but without the gold farms. So we're gonna go through, flick everything. So start the flashback again. It is getting to be daytime. Excuse me, ray tracing. Thank you. Let's go. Hopefully that looks pretty good with the shaders. Do you guys know of any Java Edition shaders that have... Hold up. So here's what the base actually looks like during the daytime as well. We have everything turned on except the gold farms. And you know what? It still looks pretty good, even with the annoying sun in here lighting up the area for us. I guess the ideal way to build the base would be a full dome over top of it to block out the sun, which seems perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. But yeah, question I was gonna ask is... do you guys know of any Java shaders that have the rainbow colored like lighting with glass? I got the complementary shaders, and they seem like they work for the rainbow lighting with daylight, but not for the lamps. Yeah, I am doing a Mr. Burns. I'm doing a South Park, doing a Mr. Burns. Look at this. I love this. There's a little bit of glitchiness, but, you know. Oh, every farm is on as well. Complimentary reimagine with Euphoria patches. Does rainbow block lights? Let me see. I got Modrinth open right now. Complimentary. Let's see. Where's my just work? Dang it. Just work, dang it! Let's see. Install content. So, complimentary reimagined. That's not what I need. I have... Where's my... No, wait. Where do you see what's... Yeah, so I have complimentary shaders. Reimagined. And then what else do I need? What was the thing? Euphoria patches. Does rainbow Euphoria? Such a weird word to spell. Euphoria. Euphoria patches. Install. Cool. Fantastic. Who's Homer? If you have to ask, you are Homer. You shouldn't have to ask. Who shot Mr. Burns? Maggie. If I'm remembering my Simpsons lore. So that should just fire up into my Java already, right? Let's go ahead and save that replay. Oh my god, my Java is running shaders as well. No wonder. Bro, no wonder the computer is actually on fire. Okay, it is getting significantly hotter. I'm gonna get the fan on this thing. You hear fan noises? Well then, this is the price we pay for content. The price we pay. Okay, let's see. I think we're so good. I'm so happy with like how this turned out. This is honestly, this is great. We had a little issue over there, but I don't think anyone noticed before I did, so that's good. And that's fine. This thing looks a little bit glitchy. We're gonna have a ton of items coming out of that. It would probably be a good idea to slow down that farm, actually. So I think that's definitely overpowering our storage system. Would have also been nice to have a couple extra bubble columns in place, but that's fine. Kelp farm, iron farm. That one doesn't do anything. That's blue. That one doesn't do anything. That one doesn't do anything. That one doesn't do anything. That one should be on. That one should do stuff. That one should do stuff. That one should do stuff. And that one should do stuff. So all of those ones are optional lights, really. Where the farms are just either constantly producing or are not producing. Or it's just like, you know, kind of occasional things. Like the iron farms, those are always on. And then like the tracers, like the decoration ones, the red and blue lines, yeah. The bone meal one, that's only going to produce bone meal like when we actually have things getting composted. And then, you know, all these are the ones that actively produce items, so we're not going to turn them on right now. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. I do have some plans for next season with kind of a similar idea to like this alive base, but I want to do it in a way where you can see the items a lot more clearly. If the computer survived Flower Farm again in 2025, it'll survive this. Maybe. I would hope so. Like with a honey wall, it is like legitimately hot to touch. I should probably like wrap up the stream and turn it off. Yeah, no, I think if we turned on the Flower Farm right now, we would definitely have a bad thing. Let's just turn off the ray tracing. How about that? I love the ray tracing, but yeah. Big, thank you very much for the gifts on TikTok. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can close? I guess I can close Modrinth. Probably close Java Edition as well. Well, I'll keep Java open. Yeah, I don't have a way of... I wish, like, Windows just had, like, an easy way to, like, tell you your CPU temperature. But, like, it doesn't. It just doesn't, for some reason. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this place turned out. Of course, there's always more things that we could do. More things that we could build. We're going to leave the tree there just because it's funny. We just never removed it. The whole season, it's just there. It's just part of the base now. We should name the tree. What's the tree's name, everybody? I'll let you decide. We'll go name it real quick. We'll get a sign on it. Maybe like George or something. Give it an oak sign. Is that like cannibalism? I think it is. There's an oak tree. Thaddeus. Harold? Treebeard? Harold is a good one. Grootless. Name him Homer. Jeez. Treebeard is from Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Okay, computer's cooled down. Turning off ray tracing definitely helped. I like Harold. This is Harold. He lives here. Oh my god, I got that. I understood that reference. Harold is Tree Dude from Fallout 3. Oh, that's a good one. I remember that. I didn't remember his name, but like that was a crazy quest. I remember playing that. Now the real question is, did you let him live because he was like creating an oasis of actual living matter in the wasteland, or did you kill Harold and give him his wish of final peace because he was suffering? I think I might have left him alive because greater good and all that. Also, man, I haven't played that game in years. I haven't played that game since like 2015. That's crazy. It's looking pretty good, guys. If you Alt-R, it'll show your specs in the top right of the screen. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Is that a Windows 11 thing? I have some ideas for the next base. I need to cook those up over the next couple of weeks. because you know, obviously I want to go into the next season with more plans set in stone before we actually start building, instead of like with this one, because we threw together a lot of our things kind of haphazardly. If I was going to redo it, I would mainly redecorate every single one of these towers. I wanted to have better decoration for them. I also probably would have put a roof over this, and then maybe done a different pattern. Also, that is probably my biggest regret. Maybe changed up the middle a little bit. But, like, otherwise, I'm pretty happy with it. I just, like, the towers aren't really the best. Also would have, like, sprinkled around a couple little trees and stuff on the outside edges. Just plan for my time off. Time off? There's no such thing. No, I gotta make, like... I got, like, 3 big videos I gotta make immediately. Actually, it's actually very good that the season is ending right now for me, because I need to make a bunch of big videos. Lots of things that need to happen. Lots and lots of things that need to happen. Fan servers that are launching, things that are going on, a sponsored video. That's crazy. And then next season is going to be here before we even know it, guys. So, yeah, I need to, like, figure out what I'm doing for the episode 1, like, what kind of shenanigans we're getting into. Kind of, like, figure out a starter base, maybe. When are the fan servers launching? We don't know. As of right now, maybe, like, next weekend. That seems like maybe the best option. So... 21st, 22nd, I don't know. For Whispercraft and Derptopia. 12th of Never. It'll be on the 32nd of February. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a pretty reasonable time to launch the fan servers next weekend. I don't know. I feel like we can have that done. Of course, we need to do some end of season events for those servers. Get the downloads prepped for all those. Make some announcements in the community. Do some bits and bobs. So there is a date. I mean, that was just what I was thinking. I don't know. Should we add another one of those platforms up here? Maybe we should. Yeah, let's do it. Not the crafting table invasion. Hopefully not. No, we do need some good shenanigans, but, like, also, hopefully not rehashing old shenanigans, right? Because it's... everyone likes originality. Not that I have much of that to offer. But, yeah. Also, man, I put the fan on the computer, pointing at the computer, and now I am just melting right here. I'm melting! Just you wait until it actually gets hot out. You know what? Let me see. 94 degrees in here. What is the temperature outside? I bet you I'm 20 plus over what it is outside. 25 plus. It's not healthy. I had to choose the hottest room in the house to put my office. Naturally. I would not be surprised if it breaks 100 in here. Like, end of July, August. Especially with these triple streamings. Oh my god. Might have to take a tip from iJevin and Joe Hills with, like, the sleeveless shirts. How's my PC so hot? Triple streaming, playing Minecraft, ray tracing, music, Chrome, FOV chamber, social stream, Java running, Minecraft running, OneNote running, GoXLR running, Stream Deck, keyboard, mouse, microphone. I did buy it. I haven't put it in the window yet. But I should do that. Maybe before the... maybe before the weekend's over. Hopefully this is, like, not off by block. Let's see. 807, 678. It's definitely out. I can see that's off by block. 807, 678. It's one block too far to the right. God dang it. I thought I lined it up. Thought I lined it up, but I failed. It's not a bedroom. It does get pretty hot in there too. But like, I don't know what about it, but this particular room, all of the heat in the house just goes straight to like this part. And then of course it's like, actually this is one of the actual rooms that's insulated. So like any heat that gets in here just stays in here. And then of course I'm in here. The window's closed. The door's closed. And then there's no ventilation at all, of course. There's no like HVAC in this house. If I wanted to install one, it would cost all of the money. Thermodynamics. Yes, heat does rise, but also it's unfair. I'm missing a lime glass. I have no idea where it went. Oh, it's right. Oh, it's like invisible. That's crazy. Thermodynamics is my enemy. I guess no. I already have an AC. That's what I've said, Casper. I just haven't put it in the window. That's what I said. Move my office to the basement. Yeah, the basement still floods, so like, not great. Also, still no ventilation down there. Not the box. No, that's the same thing, Casper. It still has to vent out the window. The heat has to go somewhere. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Or matter. Or, you know, whatever. It's just moving around. So it still has to vent out the window. Like, that's where the heat goes. You're just moving heat from one place to another with an air conditioner. Whereas with a heater, you're taking the energy and running it over through some resistant material, some coils, and then generating heat from that. Or, you know, using infrared light or whatever the case may be. Bunch of different ways to do it, of course. But heat pumps are really efficient because they're just moving the heat. So they're taking the heat from inside and they're putting it outside. They're not actually generating heat or anything like that. If I talk less, it'd be cooler. Yeah, I'm blowing a lot of hot air out here. Is that what you're trying to say? Ooh, there's a fly in here. How are you surviving in here, bro? I'm barely surviving in here. What is 100 Fahrenheit? Let me click my button real quick and find out. It's like 40 C, isn't it? This thing is supposed to tell me Celsius, but the button on my CO2 meter does not work. Oh my god. Switch units. It doesn't work. Oh, now it works. 32 C in here. It's gonna switch back. It's not gonna switch back. Oh my god, shut up! Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure it'll get hotter in here. But anyway, I think we procrastinated about long enough, but I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. Oh, we do need to take one final screenshot of the season right here and see how it's all turned out. Hopefully we're on the proper FOV. Yeah, 70. Okay, good. I'll line it up on the corner, break it, walk it, uncrouch, screenshot. Thank you. And now I guess we can finally destroy our little bit of dirt that's right here. This dirt has been with us for so long. So long. I'm not going to throw away this dirt. I'm going to put it in our storage system. It's going to have a very special place. It's going to go right here. Special dirt. You know what? Let's see about this. Special dirt. Everybody's a fan of special dirt. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this base build. Thank you for sticking with me for so long throughout this project, watching all these streams, you know, making fun of me the whole time. It's been great. I will see you guys, I guess, on Truly Bedrock Season 7. I do not know when the next live stream is going to be. I'm probably going to take a couple days off so I can work on some videos. I got so much stuff to do. But I'm pretty happy with the base progress. There's going to be a download of this world. Truly Bedrock Season 6 will be published at some point in the future. Probably within the next week. So that'll be cool. And then, yeah, you guys can come on here, check out the base, point out all the little things that I did wrong, and make a whole list of it, and have a good time with it, basically. Bro, this fly is just, like, loving me right now. What are you doing? Get away from me! But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, hopefully you have enjoyed this season. I'm looking forward to Season 7. I got some ideas for the base. I think we're going to have a very chaotic, very fun base plan for next season. Not just me, but absolutely everybody. So that'll be nice. And then... No, the iron farms aren't supposed to be in a straight line. They're supposed to be offset. You see there's like one right there. There's one right there. No, they're supposed to be twisted. You know what? I did just realize one last thing that we do actually need to do. Hold up. Before we actually go for realsies, I'm thinking of more things that we got to do. Hold up. Let me cook real quick. Let me cook. We need the cartography tableau. This guy right here, because we need to make some more maps. Gotta make some more maps. And then we're gonna finally map out this entire area and see how the entire thing looks. I may have preemptively said goodbye. It's just how it goes. I just don't want to leave you guys. What can I say? I just love you guys. Oof. Oof. Can't even escape my base either. We've come so far. We really have. We've done a lot of good stuff this season. I've never seen a base that looks this alive with like the tracers turning on and stuff. I think especially in the time lapses and from the like kind of spectator angle, it's gonna look insane. Especially like sped up and things. I think it's gonna be pretty fun. I don't have any concrete. You know what? I probably do actually. No, I put it all away. In the end, it did matter. Yeah. In the end, the real friends we made along the way were the friends we made along the way. Isn't that something? I think that's something. Not a ton of difference between the two, is there? We got Harold the Tree still. Oh, I like the middle one, actually. You know, that looks pretty nice right there. Keep your friends rich and your enemies rich, and then you'll know which is which. You know, the best way to get rid of your enemies is to make them for your friends. It's the only real way. Make them your allies. And then you have a red wedding, and then it's fine. Look at that. Everything is looking good on here. But yeah, okay, now we're going to say goodbye. So yes, thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me. There's going to be a little armor stand probably up here with all my gear, my inner chest, and all that stuff. So when the world is downloadable, you'll be able to check that out. I should really go over there and regrow that grass because that's kind of annoying. Still don't know who did that, but that's fine. But yeah, super happy with how this base came out. Thank you guys so much for everything. We're going to end the stream by rating someone as we always do. Didn't mean to clip that, but now there's a clip of this. So we're going to end by raiding Aladrium, who is also on the truly Bedrock server. You guys know the deal. Drop a follow on their channel. Tell them where you came from. And I'll see you guys over there. And in the next live stream, which will be probably in a couple of days? I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you guys so much. My name's been Silent Whisper. I'll see you absolutely everywhere. And then there was Soylence.